Hello everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of Building Prehistoric Islands. Last episode, we built 2 aviaries filled with many flying reptiles, but today, we will finish the rest of the island with a fossil dig site and enclosure. Starting off with this side of the island, we have the semicircular path with a Spinosaurus skull right on top of it. This serves as a nice teaser for the fossil dig site. The invisible gates and fencing are used for the entrance of the fossil dig site so that no unauthorized people enter the site. Once the site is open, the gate will unlock, allowing guests young and old to enter this area. The fossil dig site is mainly targeted toward the younger guests in this park who want to have a fun activity while inside of this park. Of course, adults are also allowed to dig here, but both young kids and adults must realize that it might get a little dusty, so you might want to bring a spare change of clothes and then change in the restroom afterwards. Wait, this island doesn't have a restroom? Oh well. If you're willing to risk getting dirty clothes, you will have to put together this Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. You will have to find all of these play pretend fossils, then you can assemble the skeleton. As you can see, this skeleton right here has just been put together. The fossils are found in the rocks that are scattered everywhere in this area. You'll have to break open and chip away at the rocks to uncover a bone or tooth. Once you have found one of those, you will need to go up to one of these tents, where you can prep your fossils so that they can be ready to be displayed. Once the skeleton is complete, you will be able to claim your prize of a real fossil tooth up at the Innovation Center. I did not steal this whole dig site idea from another creator. Definitely. 100%. Yeah, on the opposite side of the island, you'll see the dark luxury path being used yet another time. I'm only using this type of path more often because I've used the older version for quite a while now and I need a little more variety. You can also see the planters placed in groups of 2 on both sides of the path. This gives a more organized feel to this area of the build. There are also some Dominion lights used that surround the planters. These are here to help you know where the entrance and exit is of this path in case you somehow didn't know already. Why does this path need an entrance and exit? I do not know either. And I'm the one who builds this stuff. You may have also seen the alternating path, the same style used in the Feeding Frenzy restaurant I built in episode 2. But instead of a big rectangle, it's a really small triangle. There are also a bunch of these amber thingies which are only here because this path would look really boring without them. Well, I guess because of the alternation it would look a bit less boring, but still. The amber thingies look cool. On this patch of sand right here, there are also a bunch of desert trees. The enclosure right next to it has nothing to do with deserts, but hey, at least we get some coconuts.
The coconut nut is a giant nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat.
Speaking of trees, there are also some trees in between the viewing galleries. For the same exact reason I added all the trees over here. It would look really bland without them. There is also a planter border here just so that no guest will be able to go into the water and unfortunately drown. It really wouldn't be the greatest thing that would happen in this park. Inside the enclosure, you can see that the water is in a T shape. You could argue that it's a Y, but whatever it is, I thought that the water would look really cool if I made it split apart. Since Google says that Eutyrannus, the dinosaur in this enclosure, likely lived in areas with regular volcanic activities and forest fires, you can now understand why there's a volcano in this enclosure full of dead trees. Rocks would be spat out of the volcano in the form of magma, then they would hit the trees while they were hot and fresh out of the volcano, the trees catch on fire, and fire spread throughout the enclosure. Again, this is because Eutyrannus lived in biomes like this. And I never questioned Google even though I probably should. The substrate in this enclosure is primarily rock. And I used rock to tell everybody everything that is in this enclosure is dead. And to be honest, using that texture looks like it could really help me tell that story without even saying a word. Now, the dinosaurs in this enclosure are just a group of 5 Eutyrannus. Now, let's see them go on with their everyday lives. And that marks the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to, check out the Paleo Parks Discord server down in the description. Have a great day, and see you next time.